Hello, we welcome you to an overview of the transparency review process for the restricted research expenditure. Today, Reinhold Cornelius and Jennifer Nalos plan to share an overview of the process, walk through how to submit your awards, provide a demonstration of the interface to the awards list, and answer questions you may have. If there is something not covered today, or you would like to follow up with us later, please email us at research@thecb.state.tx.us, or you can call us at 512-427-6200. In 2001, the Texas legislature created the Texas Excellence Fund and the University Research Fund to enhance research. In 2003, the Texas legislature combined the two funds to establish the Research Development Fund, RDF, effective for fiscal year 2006. The RDF supported increased research capacity at eligible public universities. That is, all public institutions except UT Austin and Texas A&M. RDF provided funds by a set allocation formula to enhance research efforts. In 2015, the Texas legislature again abolished, effective for FY16, the Research Development Fund and created two new funds: the Core Research Support Fund, CRSF, for emerging research universities, and the Texas Comprehensive Research Fund, TCRF, for all public four-year institutions of higher education that are neither emerging research nor research universities. Restricted research classification, according to standards and accounting methods for reporting restricted research expenditures, what we call SAMs, is a public process that serves two purposes. First, it allows institutions to verify that other institutions have classified awards and with that the expenditures of the awards appropriately. Second, it encourages commonality in decision-making, where institutions receive contracts and grants from the same programs. In today's webinar, we will review important information to assist those participating in the Restricted Research Expenditures Transparency Review process and highlight tips and best practices. For more information on the statutes and rules related to the restricted research expenditures, you can visit our webpage for direct links. In the Texas Education Code is the statute for Texas Comprehensive Research Fund in Chapter E, and the statute for the Core Research Support Fund in Chapter F1. The Texas Administrative Code for the Coordinate Board rules has in Chapter 13, Subchapter G, the rules which are based on SAMs.
Now we'd like to review some terms and abbreviations that are part of this process. For Transparency List, we review these awards list each year. It is referred to as Transparency List before the meeting and Restricted Research Awards List following the meeting. This is because some awards might not be determined restricted research and will be removed from the list. Transparency Meeting. This is referring to the annual meeting where institution representatives convene at the coordinating board to review, discuss, and determine which awards are classified as restricted research. RRE, or restricted research. This refers to a restricted research expenditure, which is an expenditure of funds for which the use of the funds qualifies as research and development, and for which an external entity has placed limitations of use. When it established the Texas Comprehensive Research Fund, TCRF, and the Core Research Support Fund, CRSF, the Texas legislature created formulas to allocate research funds to eligible institutions based wholly or in part on institutionally certified restricted research expenditures.
The Coordinating Board established standards and accounting methods, SAMs, for reporting restricted research expenditures. The coordinating board convenes the Restricted Research Committee annually prior to the end of each accounting year for review of awards and transparency of the award list. During the meeting, SAMS is reviewed and may be revised as needed by the committee. Now we opened up a copy of SAMS. The SAMs are for use by Texas public universities in reporting restricted research expenditures for the purpose of TCRF and CRSF distribution formulas. The SAMS document includes 3 parts. First, an expanded definition of research. Second, requirements that every contract, gift, or grant from which restricted research expenditures will be made be analyzed using a protocol that meets specific criteria, and that the decision to classify the funds as being for restricted research be documented. And third, a provision for transparency of the institution's research classification of eligible awards. Where to find the SAMs? Our slide has a link, direct links to SAMs in the report section of our webpage. We recommend using the SAMS numbering of Appendix A of SAMS when completing your institution's classification. Knowing which SAMS ID described the award and its activity will help justify the submission as restricted research. It also makes discussion at the meeting easier because we can refer to the SAMS ID while at the same time giving supporting reasons for why the ID is relevant.
In the next few months, you will receive a series of emails marking the critical dates for the review process. Each email will include instructions and deadlines for the activity phase. The timeline is also posted on the research website for your reference. Up to June 8th, institutions send their list of awards to the research email account. From June 15th to July 3rd, institutions review of the transparency list. This is where awards may be marked for discussion. From July 5th to July 26th, institutions will upload additional materials responding to those that were marked for discussion. And on August 1st, institution representatives will meet at the coordinating board for discussion of the transparency list. Up to June 8th, institutions will send the list of awards to the research email account. To begin the process, institutions build their data files to send to the coordinating board. I'm going to open the Excel document that you will receive via email. And here's the Excel template that we'll ask you to complete as thoroughly as possible. Please use the version that we send and not a previous version, as some items may have changed. Please be sure not to reformat the order of information because we compile all of the information submitted and load it into a database. Make sure that there are no special characters, tabs, extra spaces, or sensitive information in this file. Once completed, please send the file to the research email account. We will confirm receipt of the file. We may also send requests for clarification or correction on information within the file after we run a quick check. Please help us move this process by responding in a timely manner. Here in the file, you will see the information that is needed in each column. You will complete each row for each award that you're reporting. In the red, you will see an example of an award. You can use this for your reference as you build your report. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to email or call us.
Once your files are submitted and prepared and submitted, we load them into the interface for your review. Between June 15th to July 3rd, we review the transparency list. At this time, awards may be marked for discussion. Awards marked for discussion are called, quote, questionable awards. First, we ask you to check your institution's award listing to verify that the upload went correctly. Next, by July 3rd, you have the opportunity to review each other's awards. Set the filter to larger than $250,000 for award. Inside the interface is an option to mark an award as questionable. This means the award will be brought forward for review, discussion, and determination of whether or not it is restricted research during the August 1st meeting. Before you start marking awards questionable, we advise reviewing SAMs and having it handy while you review the awards list. It is good practice to keep a list of the awards you mark as questionable and the reason why you do so. You can also include in your notes which SAMs category you believe this award aligns with. This helps smooth the discussion at the meeting, and the institution representing the award can be responsive and can provide the information needed. As a reminder, we have seen an increase in vague award titles, multiple similar awards listed without notes or description. This is a red flag for your peers and the main contributing factor for having your award marked as questionable. Then, between July 5th and July 26th, institutions may upload additional materials. On July 5, institution may start uploading additional materials to provide additional supporting information for your awards which were marked questionable. We will send an email reminder to everyone about this upload period. There will be 3 fields where you can upload documents. The fields are for abstract, budget, and other documents. And in the slide we showed right now, you don't see those fields yet, but they will be available once awards were marked questionable. To check if you have any awards marked questionable and to upload supporting materials, you will log into the interface. Then filter by your institution and those marked as questionable. This will produce a list for you to review. Then, under each award, you can upload your supporting information with abstract, budget, or other documents. Note, these supporting files can be viewed by anyone with login access, and we will use them at the publicly broadcast meeting at August 1st. On August 1st, institution representatives meet for the discussion of the transparency list. An agenda will be sent prior to the meeting. The agenda will include the order of the meeting and which awards will be discussed. When an award is discussed at the meeting, the institution representative will present a brief statement on why the award should be classified as restricted research, or may withdraw the award from consideration. Questions may be posed to the institution representing the questioned award. Then the committee will reach a consensus. If a consensus is not reached, the committee will cast a vote as to whether or not the award should be classified as restricted research. At the meeting, at least one representative from each institution needs to be present. This includes institutions that have few awards marked as questionable or institutions without any awards marked. The Restricted Research Expenditure Committee members are present not only for a favorable outcome in support of their institution's awards, but also to serve the state in achieving the most true and transparent classification of all awards. Therefore, the Recording Board staff is asking representatives to join us in person.
To prepare for the meeting, we recommend the following. First, review the SAMs and become familiar with the classifications. You can also watch previous year's meetings on our YouTube channel and review the previous meeting agendas. We recommend bringing a digital copy of any supporting materials for awards that are marked questionable. We recommend being prepared for when your awards are being discussed and having the appropriate personnel present to represent your institution. And also remember that this is a peer review process, so there will be conversation and discussion about awards. Following the meeting, a summary report will be sent to the distribution email list. Awards will be updated on the website to reflect the meeting determination. And any required revisions or updates, if an institution has a retraction, will be processed following the meeting.
Here's our final slide. If you have questions, you can reach Reinhold or Jennifer at research@thecb.state.tx.us, or you may call us at 512-427-6200. We are looking forward to working with you. Thank you.